Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nuggets of Wisdom and Be a Modern Master. I may have said become a modern master, but the course is Be a Modern Master with Deborah King. This is part 4, I believe. My name is Empress Pamela, and I was honored to take this course back in the fall of 2020. This course was offered as part of Solvana, which is no longer in existence, but it did get absorbed into Mind Valley, which is a good resource for spiritual growth and coursework. Part 4, Be a Modern Master, the Gifts of the Sutras. This is called the Powers. So let me show you. Basically, in this series, I will be reading the handouts, workbook, course material that I took to learn about mantra meditation, which I think is transcendental meditation. Deborah King, really good teacher. If you ever can take a course with her, highly recommended. The powers. As you move along the spiritual path, diligently practicing both meditation and the sutras, clearing out your old toxicities, releasing long-held stress, unblocking the flow of energy, and bringing more light into your chakras, then you'll start to develop certain powers or gifts of the spirit. What are the powers that you may be able to access through a sustained sutra practice? First are the clairs, a means of extrasensory perception. Clair, C-L-A-I-R, is a French word meaning clear, C-L-E-A-R. Clairvoyance is the ability to see clearly, referring to the paranormal ability to see things that are outside the range of your usual physical sight, including future events, remote viewing, or seeing on other planes. Clairsentience is the expanded ability of feeling or touch. Clairaudience relates to hearing and listening. Clairalience relates to the sense of smell. Clairgustance relates to the sense of taste. Claircognizance relates to knowing, in which you can know something without having a physical or logical explanation for why you know it. Let me show you the spelling of these. Okay. There are also physical powers. Bilocation, which means being in two places at once. Levitation, with your whole body rising in the air and or flying. The last two sutras you will receive are specifically related to levitation. Psychometry, the ability to touch an object and be able to tell its history. Other physical powers, such as walking on water and turning water into wine. So let me show you those terms. Okay. Pretty cool. Some powers are called psychic abilities. Telepathy is the ability to communicate without words, either sending or receiving thoughts, words, or emotions. Mediumship is the ability to talk to people who've gone to the other side. Divination, a way to access knowledge that may include the use of tools such as tarot cards. Telekinesis is the ability to move objects without touching them. Automatic writing is the ability to have the words flow through you directly from spirit to the page, bypassing your thinking mind. Let me show you those terms. Other spiritual gifts are called charismata. Some of the gifts are natural abilities that are heightened by spirit, such as the gifts of wisdom, understanding, knowledge, piety, fortitude, counsel, and fear, awe of spirit. Then there are the miraculous gifts, such as the gift of healing, the gift of prophecy, the gift of speaking in tongues, the gift of being able to translate what someone is saying who is speaking in tongues, and the gift of inspired speech. These gifts are given so the recipient can help change the world. First, you change yourself, and when you start to develop these innate talents, you can really affect change around you. The 5 yamas. Okay. How can the gifts that come from your sutra practice be misused? By using them as a way to manipulate or control people or situations. The powers are meant to be a way for you to help others, not to have power over others or to fulfill the need of your ego to impress others. Another misuse is comparing your gifts with those someone else has, or being jealous of what another has. And finally, there is misuse of the powers if you don't take full and serious responsibility for their use. There are 5 facets to your ethical responsibility called yamas, which are mentioned in the ancient Rig Veda and Upanishads. Number 1, you have to be in a complete state of non-violence from here on out. You probably are already enlightened enough to not willfully hurt other people or animals, but it's the violence to the self that is the most damaging. You've got to forgive yourself and move on. Number 2, you can't be out of truth. You have to speak your truth as well as recognize when it isn't a good time to speak your truth. Speaking your truth means knowing when something is not right or doesn't ring true for you. Number 3 is non-stealing. You don't take what isn't yours, including someone else's reputation. If you gossip or slander someone, you are stealing their good name. Number 4, you have to be really responsible in your relationships. You have to make it work with everybody you're in relationship with and not have it be all about you all the time. Number 5, the last one is non-possessiveness or non-coveting. Coveting is holding on to material things too much or wanting what others have. Possessiveness is, I'm not going to share what I've got. Seeding the sutras. Each set of sutras is more powerful than the preceding set. They are built sequentially. Whatever spirit has designed you to do in this lifetime, that power is becoming operational in you when you are practicing the sutras in the way I have taught you. First, do your 20-minute meditation, followed immediately by the sutras. hearing the sutras in the silence of your mind. Friendliness, 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 friendliness. Compassion, 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 compassion. Happiness, 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 happiness. Strength of an elephant, strength of an elephant, strength of an elephant, strength of an elephant. Bronchial tube, bronchial tube, bronchial tube, bronchial tube. Inner light, inner light, inner light, inner light. Sun, 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 sun. Moon, 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 moon. Pole star, pole star, pole star, pole star. Trachea, 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 trachea. Navel, 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 navel. Gently come back to the waking state, still with your eyes closed, slowly coming back to yourself, back to your body with your eyes closed. Sit in silence for a minute or two. Then, gently and slowly open your eyes. You now have 11 of the sutras. In the next module, you'll receive 7 more. Each group is more powerful than the last. Homework. Open the hidden channel. There is an ancient hidden channel that connects your pituitary gland and your pineal gland. A connection that allows you to experience the divine presence within yourself. The pituitary gland affects all the other endocrine glands and links the brain and the immune system. It also affects how trauma is registered in the brain. The pineal, known as the seat of the soul, is the governing gland of the 6th chakra. It is in the center of your head, close to your eyes, and uses light fluctuations to produce various hormones that control over 100 bodily functions. As humankind evolved over time, the channel weakened. Fortunately, it didn't disappear. I rediscovered it, and it can be reactivated by the process you will see in this video. Feel free to watch the video as often as you wish. Link to the video. Until I see you again in the next chapter, take care. Here is the link. I think after I record these videos today, I'm going to see if that link works. Okay? So that concludes this part 4. I will see you in part 5 of Be a Modern Master.